Yo, what is good YouTube? Magdubs here, back with another video, guys. We have some breaking news coming out of LA. The Rams have just signed a very interesting wide receiver and Demarcus Robinson. He is on his way to the Rams to pair up with Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Van Jefferson, and a couple of other guys who could potentially create a very good wide receiver core here in 2023. However, before I jump into the video, I need you guys to do me a big favor. Smash that like button if you think the Rams could come back and have a dominant season in 2023. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Join the family. It will be covering the entirety of the NFL offseason, which includes the rest of free agency, mini camp, training camp, preseason, regular season, whatever it may be. I got you guys covered, so join the family, turn on post notifications so you're notified every time we post a video. But without any further ado, let's talk about Demarcus Robinson and what he brings to this team next season. Now, over his career, he's been in the league since 2017, by the way. He was drafted to Kansas City out of Florida in the 4th round, and he played in Kansas City for 5 years. And then in 2022, I think he signed with the Raiders, didn't end up making the team, and then signed with the Baltimore Ravens, where he went out and put up 48 catches for over 458 yards, 2 touchdowns, while averaging 9.5 yards per catch. Now, this was a very weird season for Demarcus Robinson. Obviously, they didn't have Lamar Jackson, and they're down a couple of wide receivers, but he wasn't really as productive as you would think. Now, Demarcus Robinson is known as being a flashy speed demon type of guy who can get down the field and create big-time plays. Now, over his career, he's had a total of 193 catches for over 2,100 yards, 16 touchdowns, averaging about 11.1 yards per catch. And then in terms of returning, he's returned a couple of punts and kicks. Hasn't been too effective there, but overall, he's been a solid player in terms of receiving the football, and I think he'll be able to do this here in LA. When you look at the Rams right now, you got Ben Skowronek, you got Van Jefferson, Cooper Kupp, look like the starting wide receivers for the team in 2023, but then from there, you got Tutu Atwell, you got a guy who's breaking out in Puka Nacua. I don't know if I said that right, correct me if I'm wrong, and then Lance McCutcheon. But other than that, there's nobody really else on this roster that I really trust to be a wide receiver 4 or a 5. So I do think that Demarcus Robinson can come in, make a name for himself, and potentially earn himself a role on this roster going into 2023. I don't think it'll be too difficult. Like I said, I like their first 3 receivers. I like Tutu Atwell and a couple of his young guys as well. But I think Demarcus Robinson adds depth. I think he adds competitiveness, and a guy who's, been in the league for a little bit, knows what to do, and can bring a whole new dynamic to the offense here next season. But overall, I think it's a low risk, potentially high reward. Listen, he's been a good wide receiver in his career, or a decent wide receiver in his career. I think he still has potential to get even better, but I do think him being paired up with Matthew Stafford is a good fit. They also have a pretty solid offensive line with Cam Akers, and then defensively, they still look pretty good as well, but still have a ton of work to do here in 2023 to make sure, they're a better team than they were last year. But let me know what you guys think about Demarcus Robinson and what he brings to the Rams. Let me know what you guys think. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.